Since that day you saved my life, I have presumed I knew you. But now, 1,000 letters from your father go unopened, yet one scribbled from your sister changes everything? I didn't even know you had a sister. We are broke, old pal. We can't afford a passage back to your old world, back to your family. Not unless you suddenly remembered what work is. Dynamite fishing? You're serious? Remember when we escaped the pits back when? Here it is. All the blistered fish they could ever want. A bird with a spear would be faster.
Oh, what the chimichurri was that, Boom?
Still trying to get used to that smell of char. You never told me you had a sister. What else haven't you? All the blistered fish they... You never told me you had a sister.
With that first bang, I knew it was you. So...
You never told me you had a sister. What else haven't you told me about?
Ah, that burnt reek! Here are your tickets. Hurry, drifters.
So, this is it. We're leaving paradise behind. You never talked much about family and the like. But you're dead serious about this, aren't you? No matter. I made a vow to defend you. And I don't break an oath. Even if a blind man could see you leap into the deepest pit of dung.
I have never asked anything of you, firstborn. Not when you stole away a tiptoe, leaving the family burden at your little sister's door. Our father is accused of high treason. Dare you to believe it? Will you now stand by, knowing gentle father is indungeoned? It must kill him. Please come home. We need you. Is it really you, dearest sibling? I never dared hope you'd return. Do you remember Bright Sands? Of course you do. We loved it here. It's changed now. The Royal Council support Uncle Edvard. Father barely cold, and he's pulling everything down.
Those houses. You never said how wealthy you were. Why were we selling fish and sleeping in barns?
Never told your friend of Good and Sons? There is much to be said, but not now. Dear father's funeral begins.
Where have you been? Without you brats, we'll never be done with this obligation.
Looks like Death claimed the wrong brother.
No matter, so few are here, when they are the few he loved most.
Nobody likes a traitor, let alone his tainted offspring. Better make yourself scarce.
We shall, dear sibling, for now. I have acquired a small island with the last of my funds, and passage for all still loyal to father. Together, we shall clear his name, or die trying.
Your sister reminds me of you. Must mean new adventures await, old pal.
This is it. Ditch water. End of the world. I hope you like it quiet.
Still here? Establishing a rival company on that disheveled island?
Let Uncle Edvard scoff. A modest island, yes, but if you're at all like Father, you'll look beyond appearances. We must shelter the good, loyal people who have shown solidarity with our family. We need every hand we can get if we are to expunge this debris. Timber, very good. I'll try not to think of the coffin.
Do you remain here out of spite? Or is this some futile attempt at competition? As you are so desperate to appear responsible, you'll be pleased to hear the cost of that fantastical funeral falls to you.
Miserly, uncharitable dastard! Picking and choosing what he inherits.
You reached a new milestone.
See what slander Edvard prints in bright sands.
Samuel's child, is it? Thank heavens. I am so ashamed of every single word your uncle had me print.
He twists every article in his favor at our and father wouldn't have wanted us to sit on our hands while our one prospect was in such a state. So let's gather our townsfolk and ask them to spruce the place up. Mourning is eased, now we have others for company, sibling. It's been a hard day of labor for us all. We should cater to our tired, hungry people.
Game saved. You reached a new milestone.
Help enough to demolish the larger ruins. Let's breathe some life into this place.
It's been a long, hard day. The people need to rest and maybe wet their whistles.
Something's missing.
game saved.
You can't make better what's already gone. I've somewhat to put before a townsperson.
I do go up fast.
Can't even roll up silage. Barns filled with owls. We must have dormice.
I know you're busy.
You farm elf can't even roll up silage.
I wish I'd a goose for your kindness.
Feels an eternity since the funeral. And the cost! Oh, why, it was extortionate. Repay me now, or sell up.
I feel sick to the stomach that Edvard could ask so much of us so soon after father's death.
Game saved.
Your people are recovered and desirous to proceed. Set them to it. We're going to need as much space as we can clear. Speak to our humble cousin. He writes of a worker riot in Bright Sands. It seems we are not alone in our contempt for Edvard.
When will you show your family?
Fields might help.
I had a job unpicking old rope once.
Shame saved.
We'd rather die than stay. Our flags still wave for Samuel. Let Edvard oppress us no more.
A life away from Edvard? We're on board. Only we've no ship to get on board of.
If you pick me, you may have my boat. It's my poor aunt's legacy. Her second husband was a decent sailor. To meet our patron is utterly humbling. If there is anything I can do, anything really, imagine it, and we can do it. Everybody on board? Good. I shiver.
What? Has your cleft of the family no shame that it now resorts to abducting my workers? The Queen's ambassador himself shall hear of this.
Abduction is a severe accusation.
And if I may, excuse me, a false one. We left Edvard quite willingly.
Pencil polishing popinjay. I should have been rid of you long ago.
I see nothing criminal. A bit of interfamilial bickering is only natural, and hardly a matter for the crown. And as for you, I have quite forgotten my manners. Sir Archibald Blake, ambassador and confidant to the Queen. Despite the circumstances, Her Majesty and I were pleased to hear of your return. Your father's death was a tragedy. We regret he never had the chance of a fair trial.
The real tragedy here is the vast funeral bill that goes unpaid, while this brat is living the life of O'Reilly.
Sadly, your uncle has indeed alerted me to some floating liabilities. I fear you have no choice but to settle them if I am to grant you your crown shipping license.
Edvard registered the debt officially.
Don't worry, that old tyrant can't hold us back anymore.
Indeed. Once my letterpress is up and running, the truth will come back to haunt Edvard. For your hospitality, please use my ship howsoever you may wish.
Now that sounds like good news.
As to the debt, my hands are tied, but it may warm Her Majesty's heart to see a new enterprise taking shape.
Maybe Edvard will try to prevent us owning a shipyard, but for now, let's at least house those workers.
Ready to repay my charity? Don't think you're finished, brat.
Game saved.
Tell me you've managed something.
Our dream of a shipyard is impossible without plenty of qualified hands.
You reached a new milestone.
Our editorial section is sure to grow along with your...
We've run out of cabins.
You reached a new milestone.
Know that any assistance... Jolly Roger! All in Her Majesty's name. Suitably regal. Her Majesty has little patience.
Tell me you've managed something. Ba, black sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 4 bags full. Your worthless rags have barely covered anything. Now, bring me sails. It's not like you have any use for them.
Clearly, Uncle's intention is to keep us from ever owning a shipyard.
You will not spoil my plans with your tardiness.
came saying,
Don't tell me I've missed another. Customs and excise, eh?
When will you show?
You needs a warehouse, you do.
Had a rip-roaring time of it. That really is first-rate. Sir Archibald Blake. Pure pleasure.
say.
Will you work your magic? These are good times. Could they be even better? Spill the sauce. Cure! A promise kept.
Hurry, damn you! When will you show your family some gratitude?
Look sharp.
Hurry, damn you! Where are my sails?
Game saved.
Where are my sails? Nothing you do will lift the cloud. Haven't seen a prison transport of mine, have you? If you do, be sure to return any salvage to me.
Anyone for croquet? I can finally let go that pent-up gas.
Saved! Do you also then save us from a grievous injustice? Edward's charges against us are pure fabrication. The man is an imposter.
A letter. It bears Edvard's seal.
Don't even think about sheltering Samuel's co-conspirators. Deliver them to prison at once, and I might lift your debt.
It cannot be. These names are those Father trusted most. Barristers, doctors, academics.
Open the letter. He's clearly up to no good. He certainly knows how to...
What is it you are bringing? Did he really? Oh dear. Best leave these poor people with...
That was none of your business. And what right has the Crown to meddle in my accounts? What right?
We are, all of us, quite moved by your selfless actions. Your father would be proud.
I am so relieved our legitimacy.
Duty done. Time for a kip.
Hurry! I already smell the tar. See, the masts are swaying from Father's study.
our city's historic first shipyard. We must document this moment in our first edition.
The fire is out of control.
A perfect snapshot to illustrate history in the making. The start of, if I dare presume.
Think of it as a tiny crack of light.
A commission for the Royal Fleet, and in such quantity. A rare honor indeed. The weaponry they ask for presents a problem. I'm not even sure we have an iron load, do we?
What kind of town don't have a warehouse?
I see the iron is beyond our reach. We have no choice but to find a way through the mountain.
Still have a few sticks of dynamite. We can blow our way through. Perhaps not refined enough for your sister, but at least your workers can start their dig.
Ship constructed.
New orders.
Coming clean. Case closed.
Game saved.
I am the instrument to bear out his judgment. This better not be a con.
What are you both doing? Demolition is a serious matter wanting proper expertise. Father used Mr. Ticker on account of his good sense. Go on. I suggest you find him in Bright Sands.
Production has stopped.
Anyone for croquet? More flexible than you imagined. What makes you think God scourges those with something to hide?
On our way.